Hello and welcome back to SMT5 Vengeance. We are working our way through the quests on the map. We have a couple left and then we are at the point which the game has warned us about repeatedly. It has basically said, do what you need to do, then go in here. The story will be progressing. So, let's start by doing the quest that's in this area. What we have to do is we have to wander over here and defeat I think it's Kudlak, who is a vampire who is apparently stealing people's blood. We have to help and we have to do this because a vampire hunter asked us to. Now the vampire hunter did say he's going to murder all the humans as well, but you know, this guy is killing the humans and then using their blood, so both sides of the argument seem pretty bad. We are going to see what Kudlak has to say though. The reason I went onto that map mode, by the way, was so I could work out where we're going. So, it's this one, followed by this one, followed by turning around and going, I think it's in this one? Wait, how do I get there? Oh, actually that was much easier than I thought. Yeah, so basically we're going to defeat this guy first. So, save and Kudlak. Let's have a word. If you want to experience my product, then you should come back after you've subdued Kresnik. Kresnik often uses elevated structures in front of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building for scouting. Fulfill Kresnik's request. Yes. What's this? You've developed quite an unpleasant stench. Much like the one of a certain vampire hunter. So you spoke with Kresnik, I presume? To think you would be influenced by his nonsense. I don't suck the blood of demons, you see. I find it repulsive. Therefore, your blood will be but fertilizer for the land of the Netherworld. Okay. So we have a bunch of slimes. I don't remember what slimes are weak to. But what is this dude weak to? I'm actually going to pass our turn here. I believe that these guys are physically resistant, but the reason I wanted to pass my turn is just so that we can potentially get all of our actions in here.
This'll do.
So Spyglass. Figment of Darkness. While in the active party, raises all ally stats to max for 3 turns when user becomes incapacitated once per battle. Okay, so basically he has a death effect that will then boost everyone else so they're less likely to die. He uses Debilitate, which is a lowers one foes. Yeah, lowers stats of all foes by 1 rank. Yeah. Mamudon, heavy dark attack, and then weak almighty drain attack to 1 foe. And that's MP drain attack, so that won't do any damage. So his only damaging move is Mamudo. So his only damaging move is dark. Okay, that's useful to know. Anyone weak to dark? Tao is. Obviously Yoko is immune and we're resistant, so yeah, Yoko has to switch, but apart from that, we're fine. I'm now gonna use Bulk. Instead of passing, I might as well use that and get a crit. I'm then gonna change out Tal. Alice could be interesting, but Alice only uses, well, what's it weak to? Sorry, it's weak to fire, right? Yeah, so you're resistant, and you, wait, no, you do ice, not fire. Loros is resistant and is a fire type. You seem good.
Your turn. Go.
Maybe Ifrit I should look at as well, but that's okay. I'm now going to use Spyglass on the oozes because I've forgotten what they're weak to. Fire and light. Okay. And they resist this, but critical wave could still work. Okay. Probably Gibulk. And then we'll chuck in a Fountain of Chaos. Actually seems pretty good. Fountain of Chaos, just to do a ton of damage, because there are a lot of AoEs or things that we can do here, and then fire. Nice, so we've got them down about 30%. Lowered all of our stats, not a problem. Toxic Spray is a little annoying, and it lowers our defense again. Spirit Drain lowers our MP. Normal attack, normal attack. Okay, stats are pretty low. Would be nice to have somebody who could remove the negative stats. Yeah, you're kind of neutral to fire. Seeing what my other options are for removing negative stats. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. No, so we're kind of looking at maybe a Konohana Sakuya or an Adun. They would be our best ways of removing these negatives. Maybe get rid of Kukulane for those. Okay. Anyway, fire onto you seems like a very sensible move. We're going to change Kukulane for Idun for now. We're going to take a big hit for that, though. Yeah, that's okay. Pull. Floros. Attack. That's horrible. How do I live? Matsurunda. That's our best way of living. Lowered all of our stats to nothing. Idun took a hit. MP is horrible. Bestial Bite is dangerous. Gathering Magatsuhi, that's a worrying thing to see. Okay, Yoko. You're gonna have to do some sacrifice here. Let's start by fire onto black. Well, no, let's start by passing. Pass. And a heal on the Dune's turn. So what I want to do here is I want to use an Amrita Shower.
Here.
Maybe a little bit of a waste, but that's what we want to do. Idun, your turn is to use Golden Apple. Floros, pass. Fizz block. Assuming they will use at least one physical attack. Pass. Well, if Idun dies, because Idun's at no MP. Seeing what my options are. Maybe a... Oh, you know what? Maybe a Dark Dampener?
Here.
Yeah, Dark Dampener. It overrides? Oh, no. Okay, well, that's horrible. Yeah. That's fine. That's pretty bad. That's horrible. At least we blocked that, but this is... Yeah, no. Blocking physical would have been so much better. I didn't know those overrode. Okay, well, Yoko, you need to switch. You've got nothing left. Maybe we'll go for Black Frost. At least you'll reflect Dark then. Yeah, I guess you need to come in here because of your Reflect Dark and your Matsurunda.
Let's go.
Welcome to the squad. This is a difficult fight. Okay, Bead Chain makes sense. No, it doesn't. Bead makes sense. Bead Chain makes very little sense. You should switch for Konohana. That, I think, will be good. Floros, you're going to change for Ifrit. We no longer need your dark blocking abilities. Black Frost will do that. Black Frost, Matsurunda. Lower their attack. It's a very sensible thing to do. Our turn. But we're not going to have a lot. So maybe I want to throw out a Fizz Dampener here just to stall a turn. Then Konohana. I'm going to immediately start by just boosting everybody's stats. Debilitate lowers them, but that's okay. Toxic Spray is fine. That gets blocked. That did hit. And then Toxic Spray. Need to kill some of the small guys. They are a huge problem here. If they kill them, then that's fine. Yeah, let's use Fountain of Chaos again. Bit of AoE damage onto them. It also removes a press turn, which is nice. Matsurunda could be nice to reapply, but we don't need to. So I'm going to pass. You have no way to remove this negative that you've got on yourself here. No. So... maybe I want to muscle drink ourselves.
This'll do.
Yeah, with the hopes of getting ourselves out of poison. You're going to buff everyone's stats, which is going to hurt. Ifrit. You have fire. You could also raise our defense a little bit here. Let's keep our defense raised. Pass. And then critical wave. Dazed. Okay. Took MP off of that guy. That's okay. We're poisoned again. Okay. Ow. Well, it's not ideal. Pass. Critical wave, maybe? Just keep doing damage. Didn't get a crit. You're gonna heal, because that will also improve our MP slightly. Could throw out some fire here. Just try and kill a black ooze. Maybe I should try and kill the black ooze. Yeah. Maturunda. I'm gonna use another Fizz Dampener. I don't like it, but I think that's our play. It hurts, but I think that's the correct move. My Mudon gets reflected, end of his turn immediately. Fantastic. Okay. Pass your first turn. We're now back to normal stats. I think Critical Wave is not bad. I think that's worth doing. Okay, do you have enough to use that? No. In which case, you should pass your turn. Fire. Maturunda doesn't need reapplied, so I'm going to use this turn to give a little bit of a chakra drop to Konohana. I'm going to drop in a Critical Wave again. And Konohana is going to raise all of our stats. And give us more MP. Debilitate only puts us back down to neutral. That's okay. That's okay. That's not great, but we can live with it. Okay. So, pass. Change Konohana, because you're now out of MP, which means you're useless. Tao, I actually think you're the right choice, as stupid as that sounds. Because Tao can hit light. So she's here for damage. Okay. Kill it. Nice. One of those is dead, which is actually huge for us. Reapply Maturunda. Critical Wave. We're just severing Bite onto Kudlak. Or Guard. Tao. Mahamon. Ifrit. You're here for one purpose and one purpose only, and it's killing these little black oozes. Alright, so now we're negative stats. Bestial Bite is hit our guard. Toxic Spray, that's fine, it missed. And because we're guarding. Okay, probably don't need to reapply Maturunda. So I'm thinking probably Fountain of Chaos here. Guard. 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 Fire. Ifrit's pretty deadly either way, so I might as well go for the kill. Oh, and then guard. Let's do that. Okay. That's fine. They didn't really get to do very much with their turn. Pass. How are we looking now? They're fairly weak. Critical Wave. Hit our light attack. Ifrit, you've done a great job. It's time to bring you out. We're looking for another person who has fire. You have some fire, right? Yeah. Bring in a Malok.
Your turn. Go.
We're now going to use Maturunda. Just reapply that. Guard. Light. Then Malok. Your job is to kill that one. Nice. Spirit Drain's annoying, but not a lot we can do about that. Toxic Spray, again, annoying. We got Reflect, which ends their turn. Unfortunately, Tao did die. But Tao died at an okay moment for us. Okay, pass. I'm gonna change in someone here. Is Tao the only one who's dead, by the way? Does anyone else die? It's just Tao. So if we could get a res, that'd be great. Do we have anyone with a res? Clotho has a res, right? No, Clotho has me Patra, which is kind of useful. Should probably bring in Clotho at some point then. Anyone have a res? I mean, we have res items. Maybe I'll just bring in Clotho.
Let's go.
The Clotho can remove poison, although we don't necessarily need to remove it anymore. But yeah, you can be here as our little buffer. And then let's get you to Revival Beads Tao. We don't care if Tao actually comes back into combat, but we'd like her to get XP for the combat, assuming that she's going to be in the like subsequent fights that we do. We'd like her to be as buffed up as possible. Maturunda doesn't need to be reapplied. Attack. And Severing Bite. Nice. So we're going to kill this guy next turn. Okay. That's fine. Pass. Severing Bite. Lotho. Akara Karn. That's fine. You've done everything you need to do. Let's, like, sub you out. Sub you out for a Lamu? Sure. That's okay.
Your turn. Go!
We kind of know what this guy does, so we're pretty certain that he can't do anything to us. We apply Maturunda. Guard. Let's see.
You wish to die?
Yep, that's the end of your turn. Nice. Okay, pass. Severing Bite. Heal. Lamu, I guess you can have the kill. Oh, no, never mind. Ice Draco Strike. Black Frost got the kill. Cool. Everyone gets a lot of XP. Black Frost gets an insane amount. Being in the main party, and I think he still has Inspiring Leader on, gets you an insane amount of XP. We leveled up. I'll take a point in Strength, please. Black Frost levels up. Does have Inspiring Leader, so yeah, that's why they got so much XP. Hey, we also got the Essence, but we already had it. Lamu. Great Mana Spring. Very useful ability. Greatly increases max MP, so it gives you how much? 86 on this one. Extra max MP. Probably better than Mazionga. I don't think we need that anymore from you. Tao levels up, which gets us some stat level ups, which are useful. Same with Yoko. Konohana gets Zandyne, so it has a new attacking move. Bikini gets Miragion. Or Maragion, so some fire. Black Draco Strike, well, it's better than Mamudon because it's a physical move. Oh no, your physical is worse than your magic. Wait a sec, no, it's just worse then. I don't need that. Ugh, Krezhnek's ideology is painfully naive. The world is not just for the chosen few, and those who were not fortunate enough to be arbitrarily chosen must live in shame and servility. And those who were not fortunate enough to be arbitrarily chosen must live in shame and servility it is simply cruel. I think I missed the word that at the start of that one twice. Anyway. Those who live in... Yes. Anyway. Oh, we've got somebody who's got dialogue after that. Interesting. We also grab these along the way, which will heal us up slightly. Hello. Damn it, Kudlak's dead. Now that he's gone, I can't drink that good stuff and forget all that bad shit. Whether we die or we continue getting bled dry, man, this freaking sucks. Well, you know what? It may be bad for you, but on the other hand, there's been so many of your mates, Mad Gasser, who've been jumping up in front of us non-stop. I'm quite happy to, yes, rid ourselves of you. Right, let's put in Yoko. Let's put in Tao. And then let's put in Kukulane. Cool. Then let's go to the Demon Haunt. We have two people who need to speak to us, or two demons.
A moment.
Have you met Satanta? It seems the Netherworld has recognized my younger self as an independent being. It's a complicated feeling to view yourself in your youth. Okay, that is weird that they can be separate beings. Huh. Yeah, is odd. The end times are upon this world. With war and bloodshed shall I adorn this apocalyptic glory. It does kind of make a little sense if you think at it from a... Now, obviously you can only mix these a little bit, but if you use persona logic in here as well, because they do mix and match some of their thoughts. What Persona 5 said is that demons are effectively, or I think they call them shadows, are effectively a mirror of human consciousness, like they come from the sea of human consciousness. So they are made up of what humans believe them to be, and therefore that is how you could have like the younger and the older version both existing in the same place, because the human consciousness does not see those, or like the general human consciousness does not see those as two as the same being. They see them as two individual beings. It's kind of odd. Anyway, I guess that's what's going on here. I mean, if you think about it from a game design kind of point of view, it's because they've both been in the series a while, and then they originally came in, they were like, we're going to have Satanta, and then we're going to have Satanta's older form, which is better and a higher level. But anyway. Ho ho ho, it's time to show ho you what I'm really made of, ho. Alright, you powered up. What did you get? Makarakarn. Interesting, not for you. This is a sea heat crit, but I don't do well in the sun, ho. The black absorbs the sunlight, so I melt more easily, ho. Okay, and then over here we have Artemis.
Hey!
I will not be outperformed by you. I need more power.
True.
Okay, what did you get? New skill, Fierce Roar. That's the one that makes people focus you and you get full attack? Oh, you raise defense. Yeah, no, that's not for you.
True.
Have watched you valiantly overcome many challenges laid on your path. Your body may be as thin as ever, but you truly are the Hercules of Japan. Okay. Stats increased dramatically. You got 4 agility. Oh, and your physical potential went up by 1.
True.
And a new skill, Mahamon. You don't need that. Okay, cool. We got a lot from Artemis. I suppose Artemis has been in the party the longest, right? Yeah, so must be the one that's got the most, I was trying to think the right way of putting it. Most, loyalty? I'm going to use loyalty. It's the most loyalty to us. Like, that's the bar that they, if we're assuming like there's a magic bar in the background. So that's why they're getting all of these, like, bigger power-ups. I think we probably have to get rid of Artemis soon, though, because stat-wise, Artemis is falling off hard, but I mean, yeah, there's a few we have to get rid of, because stat-wise, they're falling off hard. It's not just Artemis, but anyway. That's fine. Is there somewhere I wanted to go after this? Yes, I want to hand in the quest. That is where I want to go after this. Right. So, let's head this way. And I vaguely remember where Kreshnik is, because we went there last episode. And I'm recording this at, like, directly after the last episode, so I would hope that my memory can stretch far enough to remember. So I think it's turn right here, and then take the Magatsu rail. And that is correct. Yes. Wonderful. So up here, and then Kreshnik is down on the bridge. And we're going to get, I believe, 6 strength incenses. Wait, down on the bridge? Bridge is over here. It's to the left. He's on the right-hand side of the bridge. That's where my brain is, in case you need a... Why did I think he was there? Right-hand side of the bridge? Assumed bridge is on the right-hand side. No? Anyway, hello. Do you need to kill all the humans now?
Yes.
The smell of the wind in the netherworld has changed. It seems you have successfully defeated Kudlak. Thank you. I'm going to be told off by Yoko, I already know it. Kukulane levels up, gets Force Pleroma. That makes force moves more powerful. Now, Gaebolik is a powerful force move. Makes sense that we would, want that. I could give up Life Spring. I might give up Life Spring. I don't think it's that good right now. Because he has so much health, right, as a base. Critical Aura. Next, strength-based attack from self will be 100% accurate and a guaranteed crit. That's interesting. I don't know if that's worth it. I guess it would be worth it if you had an inaccurate attack, but you don't, so... If you had Rampage that can do 2 to 5 and is inaccurate, then that would make a lot of sense. Do that and it will crit, but anyway. The world is not just for the chosen few. This is along the lines of what he said, yes? You two are ruled by these so-called chosen few. Do you think the ruled are unfortunate?
No.
Because I do not. Without the disparity that exists between the rulers and the ruled, neither man nor demon would see the prosperity there is today. Rule begets order, and order in turn begets prosperity. If the world lacked order, if I were to succeed in vanquishing evil, Kudlak himself would not exist to spout his musings. I see the dignity of a king of kings in your gaze. I am not simply a man of words. I will serve those I deem worthy of ruling.
I am Kresnik. It is an honor.
I am Kresnik. Let us cleanse the evils of this world. Kresnik joined your party. Wow. Alpax.
Yeah.
Hold on, Yoko. Let me see if I can guess what you're about to say. Something like, are you sure it was right to help Kresnik, right?
Yes.
Yeah, more or less. I guess I've gotten to know you pretty well after all this time we've spent together.
Well...
Yes, Kudlak was killing people out of self-interest. However, in doing so, he brought support and relief to a number of demons. To simply label such actions as purely evil would be biased. Okay. Let me spin it around on you, Yoko. What if instead of it being some thing where he killed someone and gave somebody else of something, right, to rise them up? What if, and as we saw from Mad Gasser, it was something to help them forget, right? So let's say it was drugs. Let's say that Kudlak was actually selling heroin. And heroin was actually killing people, right? And he was killing people as part of his trade to get the heroin to people. Well, in that case, what you've got on one side is you've got Kresnik saying, don't do that. And you've got Kudlak saying, yeah, but what's the harm? It's just letting people enjoy some of the, you know, freedoms that the rich and the famous have, isn't it? It's letting them ignore their lives for a while, isn't it? It's like... I don't know if you can justify that as easily. I mean, I don't think you can justify killing people, taking their blood and feeding it to demons either, just as a clarification, but just to make it less abstract. In my eyes, Kresnik's attempt to unilaterally quash those efforts is much more problematic.
That's true.
I get what you're saying, there's some good and evil in everything, we shouldn't just ignore whichever isn't convenient for our own beliefs. Of course, I can't condone what Kudlak did, killing people for his own selfish ends, but killing for the sake of your own agenda. Kudlak and Kresnik were both guilty of that, and really, so are we.
Well...
That's right, in order for anyone to accomplish anything, sacrifices at the expense of others are inevitable. That needs to change. Only once the fundamental nature of the world changes in this way will we be able to truly distinguish right from wrong without reservations.
I don't know.
But if we just change everything, we don't know that whatever it changes to will work any better. It could turn out even worse.
I can't afford to fail.
Even still, there must be change. Someone has to be willing to risk taking the blame if it comes to it.
Hey.
I don't know if I completely understand what you mean by that, but just remember that you don't have to carry this burden alone. We're all here for you. Okay. Yeah, Tal was starting to catch on to what we caught on to. I think it was last episode or the episode before where we're like, Yoko's not fully telling us everything. I think is probably obvious, but yeah. Go save here. Also, we leveled up to level 54, right? Yeah. Okay, we got some World of Shadows to do.
Welcome to
World of Shadows, where demons gather.
Are you
Yes, we've done this a few times. Reverse Compendium. Ooh, yeah, there's some new ones up here as well. Like, Garulu used to be in this slot, so I guess Yakshimi is new as well. Okay. Oh wait, we have Kresnik in our party. I just realized something. Party? Kresnik, level 60. Wow, you get this guy early. Righteous Cross. While in the active party, lowers all foes' stats to the minimum for 3 turns when an ally becomes incapacitated. He has Fizz Pleroma, Brave Blade, and White Draco Strike. Okay. Pretty strong. It seems like how you would want to use Kreshnek is you basically want him to... you'd want him to sit in your party and basically never move. You want him to be somebody who's a solid like rock, and then if other people die around him, it should be buffing up your party and your main character, and then you can just bring more people in and get more buffs and more things like that. So he seems like he's somebody who you want to be getting the his skill. But I think the right way of putting it, actually, yeah. So he lowers foes' stats. Sorry, he doesn't raise your stats. So yeah, he seems like somebody who you want to have in your party. He lowers the foes' stats every time someone dies. So it makes your party quite stable because the foes are weaker on the next turn, which then means that you can get more people back into your active party while the foes are weaker, right? He kind of keeps your party together. That's what I'm trying to say here. He, by weakening the foes each time someone dies, he's allowing you extra time to regroup. I think that's the word I was looking for, to regroup. He is very good. What are his stats like? His stats are pretty insane as well. Not as insane as you would think. Like, they're not that far off Hydra. 55, 43. 55, 45, or 56, 45. His agility is higher. But yeah, he's not that much better. Apart from agility, he's not that much better. Interesting. I guess because also we didn't fuse him through like special fusion. He just
Welcome to the
like joined us. So cool. Reverse compendium. So that means we do have a level 60 early as well, which means at level 60 we should have less that we can fuse. Although actually, look at this. At level 60 we have 4. You tend to have more like every couple of levels, and it tends to be when it moves you to a new actual point on the map. So that might be what those are. Now, I want to just check some with these guys. It doesn't... so if it says location question mark, that means you can get them in the wild. If it's got the dashes, it means you can, right? So this guy we can potentially pick up somewhere else. Let's have a look at Atavaka. So Atavaka has many arms. Okay. So he's kind of a physical attacker, but he can do like some light attacks. Oh, so I guess he's kind of meant to be a light user that uses strength. Okay. So I don't really want to use Red Rider or Kukulane. I don't want to use Red Rider because Red Rider will fuse into the next one. Don't want to use Kukulane because he's insane. Definitely not using Kreshnek. Definitely, well, maybe using Alice, but it seems like Alice I should use for a dark, like when I have another dark person. Could get rid of Armaitai here, but yeah, I don't know if that's the right path. Let's keep going down here a little bit. Aihu and Hariti. This could be okay. Gets rid of a bunch of electric attacks. Well, we have a bunch of electric already. Yeah, that could work. I think this is our path. So 22,000. And Yatagarasu, you are a force user. Force and light, actually. Okay. There are some Baihus here. Yeah, I don't know. Let me double check the Dyad Compendium fusion. So Artemis, we can fuse into Atavaka with Isis. Okay. The Atagarasu, we can also get Artemis out of our party with. Who else needs to go? Like, Alice needs to go, but Alice, I'm kind of thinking you're going into... I don't really know. There isn't really a direct replacement for Alice. I think that's our problem here. I guess Kudlak would be a replacement for Alice eventually, but even then, the magic stat just isn't hitting as hard as Alice does. I think Alice just has a ridiculously high magic stat. I think that's the problem here, is it's very difficult to move on from Alice because of Dark Pleroma, the high magic stat, and the huge number of attacks that she can put out per turn. Idun is probably staying because Idun has unique abilities. Black Frost should probably leave the party at some point. But we're not getting anything until level 55 that we can fuse Black Frost into. Lamu? Again, nothing until level 55. Konohana is staying in the party. Anansi? Again, level 55, but we could potentially go into Atavaka. But it uses things we don't necessarily want to get rid of. And then... yeah, I don't know if you're the right path either. Baihu, we can make it into... yeah, into either of these guys if we want to. And then Floros... Floros we can make into Yatakarasu. How? Using Onyakapon. Onyakapon is a special fusion though, and that's why it costs so much. How much does it cost to fuse Onyakapon? 66,000. Wow, it costs even more to fuse it than to summon the one that we have. Okay. That's fine. Dyad Compendium. Bikini. Bikini won't... level 55 again. And then we're kind of down into the area we don't want to get rid of. Okay. Interesting. We could do Artemis into Atavaka. Seems like a sensible level up. Artemis is pretty much a physical attacker. You're pretty much a physical attacker. Yeah, I think it might be time, because your stats aren't really doing anything. Astral Saint Strike wasn't that strong when we got you. We're kind of filling in the role that Artemis would have anyway, so... yeah, let's do this. So, you can't learn any of these, apparently, because they're all unique. Ah, yeah, that was the problem. We have electric attacks, none of which we can pass on, because they're not going to be good. So now we're looking down here. Inspiring Leader, well, you're a higher level than us, so that's not going to do anything. Life Spring makes sense. So it's probably those 3 plus maybe a Mipatra. Yeah, Mipatra being replaced by... actually, yeah, Mipatra would be replaced by Light Pleroma. So we're looking at something like this. One of the 8 Yashao. His domain is War and Protection. Originally known as a wicked devourer of children, he later became one of the greatest of the wisdom kings after receiving the Buddha's enlightenment. Cool. Let's make him.
Is this demon to your life?
I am Atavaka. Well met. So, we get 2 things here. We get Light Pleroma, which is better than Mipatra. And we get Mahamon, which is a heavy light attack to all foes. Now, your magic is lower than your strength. However, this is a heavy light attack, while this is a medium strength-based attack. So, actually, I'm going to get rid of White Draco Strike for that, because I think the heavy is going to be more valuable. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And then we have no money for the other one. That works for me.
Return.
Okay. Save. And now we have 2 more quests to do, potentially. Let's Leyline Crossing, and let's try this quest over here. Let's try that one. I've forgotten what this guy is strong against. I guess we're gonna do like a failed run probably first, and then we'll see where things take us from there. We're gonna do a failed run. I was gonna go pick up things from the vending machines, and I'm like, if we think this run is gonna fail, then picking something up from the vending machine is not gonna be like very useful, is it? Although I guess I could have saved afterwards, which is what I did, but anyway. Let's investigate.
I am a protector of the menorah. One of the 4 horsemen, Black Rider. Here, I will test thy strength. But be warned, those lacking will fall. The world is beyond their reach. Now, show me thy power. Bare thy very soul.
Okay, let's do it. So, Call Souls. This Glacial Blast. So an ice attack. Okay, it didn't hit us. Are we weak to ice? Yes. Okay, so we are going to get absolutely smoked by this one. These guys are weak to electricity, though. I remember that. Hit him. Your job is going to be to Spyglass Black Rider. Okay, he's weak to force. That's pretty good. Let's throw out a light attack, because these guys at the side are also weak to light. Electricity. Guard. Charge. And heal. Cool. Glacial Blast. Well, Coca-Lane is very low now. That raised attack, that's not good. Coca-Lane is dead. Okay. Hit electricity. Change in somebody who has force. I mean, you could maybe be okay. Force and immune to ice would be good. I don't see us having very much of that. By that I mean I don't think we have any of that, but that's okay. You have some there. I think we kind of need an immunity to ice. Yeah. You know what I might do? I might just let us let's auto attack. There we go. Wonderful. I was trying to think of how we wanted to handle that and then realized there's a much easier way of handling this whole thing, which is to restart the fight, but we're immune to ice. If we're immune to ice, that immediately makes the fight a lot easier, because we simply take we take no damage after the initial attack. Seems good. So, over here, let's go get ourselves a new essence. Now, ideally we want repel or absorb ice, because that will completely negate their turns. So, that's the wrong one. Apotheosis Essence Fusion. Affinities. So, we're looking for let's sort by ice resistance. Go to the top. So you absorb ice. I don't want to be weak to dark. You absorb ice, weak to fire and lightning. That could be okay. You're only weak to fire. You nullify. Nullify. Yeah, so I want to go for Jack Frost, I think, here. Does mean that we're susceptible to being charmed, but I think that's okay. Yeah, we'll go Jack Frost. Nice. Then we can set up our party a little bit better as well. So, in electricity or light hitter, you can hit on light, but you're weak to ice, unfortunately. You can't hit on either. You're weak to ice. Electricity or weak to ice. Okay, you would be pretty good as a first pick here. So Vitra, you're coming in. Kukulane is good for force damage. Then I need a healer. Now a healer cannot be weak to ice, which means it's Konohana or a Dune. Let's maybe start with a Dune in here, and then we can see where things go. I think this is our team. So your job is to kill the small guys, your job is to charge, your job is to kill the small guys and the big guy, and then your job is to heal. Do you have normal heal? You do have a normal heal. Yeah, so I might just normal heal with you for a little bit. Okay, instead of the stat buff heal. So they stat buff as well. Maybe having something that removes their stat buffs would be nice, but I think we might have items that do that. Okay. This, I think, should be a success. I think we have enough tools at our disposal to make this a success. We don't know if that's all that, if that's all that this guy has. Yeah, all that Black Rider has, but we should be fine. Cool. Let's go. So, immediately call souls, which is fine. Then use his Glacial Blast, which doesn't hit us, but that's okay. First move, we could Tides of Chaos. That's probably worth it. Nice, it's a reasonable amount of damage, and it gives them less to do on their next turn. Hit that one. Storm Draco Strike. Charge. I'm going to use Bowl here. Bowl increases the healing on the next turn and allows it to overheal. Zeodyne. Critical Wave. Nice. I assume that would kill that one. Bulk. Huge amounts of damage, and then follow this up with... I could do one Golden Apple, I suppose. This is a stat up plus extreme overheal. Okay, so that's AoE Heavy Almighty. Just fine. It's a lot of damage. A Tower Cash as an attack up. Okay. So we're looking at a Zeodyne. Critical Wave. Charge. Bowl.
Here we go.
Follow that up with a... Is there a... Do we have a Dekaja Gem or something like that? Purge Charm? Purge Charm. Yeah, I want to Purge Charm you. You're then going to... Oh my god, we didn't get far enough around for a dude. You're then going to use a Lifestone Chain. Bead Chain. There we go. We didn't get far enough around for a dude. Okay, luckily I saved us. Calls 2 more in. That's okay. Zeodyne. I messed up slightly, but I think we've recovered. Critical Wave. Nice. We can guarantee a crit with that pretty much. I think that's good. Bulk. Huge damage. I almost want a Golden Apple here. And because I do, I'm actually going to use a Chakra Pop to increase our MP to full. Hit the electricity. Critical Wave. Nice. Deathbound should kill the one on the left here. Nice. There was a worry that could have gone badly had we missed. Then I'm going to Golden Apple, which will yeah, give us another stat boost as well. Dolon. It's a lot of damage, but we are stat boosted, so... Call Souls calls another one of those guys. It's okay. Yeah, Zeodyne. Critical Wave. Nice, got double crit on that one. Charge. Bowl. Zeodyne. Critical Wave. Deathbound, which was charged anyway, which is fine. And then we're going to do a Medea here, which will overheal us. Okay, that's another big hit. Oh, he's spamming it. I see. That's unexpected. Well, we're going to change in Konohana here. Makes a lot of sense for keeping our stats high. You're going to charge, because there's nothing else for you to do this turn. And then you're going to heal. Nice. So our stats are still high. Call Souls, that's okay. Not in the best spot we've ever been in. Glacial Blast. Finally using it again. Does it hit us? Did. Okay. But it also hit Kukulane for a pretty big hit. Next thing we're gonna do is bring in... Need another electricity guy. Who's my electricity guy? Are you my electricity guy? I guess you're my electricity guy. Bring you in here. Okay. You've already charged. We could Deathbound, which will do some severe damage to the boss and hurt the 2 legions. I think that makes sense to me. Konohana Sakuya for another heal. Do you have any cool stuff you could do? You can do Momentum. I don't think that's what we want here. could Fierce Roar to try and make you the target of things. Not sure that's the play. I could do Electricity as well, but I'm also not sure that's the play. You know what the play might be? The play might be just sticking down a dampener. Maybe an ice dampener. You could still be hit by double almighty attack, which would be horrible, but let's see. What's Soul Divide? Missed a bunch of people, and it sealed Konohana. Alright, Purge Charm next turn. That makes sense for us to use. Okay. Storm Draco Strike. Nice damage. We're going to use Critical Wave. You're going to use the Purge Charm. Oh, we could use that on Konohana's turn, actually, right? Because you can still use items. So in which case, on your turn, we might want to just heal up Konohana. Could do this, but I could just do a... Yeah, I could do a bead on Konohana. You're then going to use the Purge Charm. Yeah, this makes sense to me. Followed by Storm Draco Strike. Critical Wave. Charge. And anything I've got in here that seems really good here? Maybe Magic Mirror? On Kukulane?
Life in full bloom.
Yeah, let's try that. That won't reflect that. It doesn't. It's just not something it does. Physical attack. Killed by you. Called Soul. Okay. Now, do we think we can kill this guy? I kinda do. Yeah.
You ready?
Gonna auto crit us. We also have a stat up only for this turn. Hit him. Oh, that did it. Oh, okay then. We got a Luck Bomb and a small Glory Crystal. You obtained the Menorah of Wisdom.
Fiend Black Rider. Status eliminated. And that's the third of the Horsemen. That leaves just one. What will become of us once we've defeated all four?
Fiend Black Rider has been unlocked for fusion. Nice. Okay. I feel that was a well done fight. I think that we came up with a strategy and it worked. It's not always the case. Did have to resort to Konohana at some point, but that's only because they killed a Dune. I guess our alternative, if we didn't want to use Konohana, would be to have swapped out swapped out for somebody who could res a Dune and try and do that. But anyway. Next one is level 57. Okay, and where is it? Oh, I can do that in the quest menu, can't I? I always forget that this exists. Main objective. Yeah. I think that's meant to be done afterwards. I think that's too high a level for us currently. Like, I think that these are kind of like going to be one for us here. That's going to be like, these are kind of like the next level above those, and then this is one that we should do now. Okay, let's switch our party up a little bit here. So we're going to go Yoko. I know I said switch our party up, and I'm like Yoko, Tao, Kukulane. But if I switch it up, I meant just move people back to where they should be. Then, oh, we got a luck bomb as well. Yeah, small glory crystal. And a luck bomb, which will be even more chance of critting. Then into World of Shadows. Oh, we now have the new things for a special fusion. Okay. What do you need to make Black Rider? It only costs us 22,000. Bikini, Anzu, and Red Rider. So if we go and get an Anzu, it's free. Alright, well, I mean, we should probably go get an Anzu then, right? We know where a ton of Anzu are. Easiest Anzu is probably here, I think. Yeah. I know where to go from here. Let's also do a save before we fight these guys, because I think they crit, or they have a chance of critting and then they do 3 or 4 attacks, so they're one of the ones that can just instant kill you out of nowhere. Not that they should instant kill us out of nowhere, it's more that there is potential for them to do it. So I just want to be careful here. Right. So up here, and then... Yep, come fight me. Wonderful. Enemy turn. See, that was what I was thinking. Like, if those couple of moves hit crit, we'd be in a much worse situation. You're weak to force, you're weak to light. Okay, pass. Critical wave. What do you mean block? Which one blocked it? How did you block it? Do you just have a random chance of blocking? Yes. Yes, you do. Okay. Ahamon. At least we killed that one. I had no idea you had that random chance of blocking. I mean, I probably did, because I probably read it previously, but I never thought about it. Okay, demon stazing at me. Flash some Maka. So shiny, so jingly. I love it. Give me a little bit of your stamina. Okay. Give me almost all of your life. Okay. Yes, I'm satisfied. Wonderful. Works for me. Hey, we've got a level up for Bayou off of that one. Which allows us to get Great Life Spring, which is a 75 health increase. So a pretty significant health increase. I don't tend to use Fierce Roar. I get the feeling I should, I just don't tend to use it. Let's replace it. I'll make Bayou a little bit more tanky. Right, now World of Shadows.
Welcome.
And I now have all the demons required to make Black Rider for free. Nice. So, has the 4 Horseman ability. What was Soul Divide? Severe Almighty attack to all foes, chance of inflicting seal, low accuracy. Oh, so it was what we saw. Flick seal, it missed somebody, and it did a lot of damage. Bufudainen and Mejidola. Actually, this means that we have an ice attacker again, which is quite good. An ice attacker not weak to fire, one of the things we look for the most. So, cool. One of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse spoken of in the Book of Revelation. He rides a black horse and carries scales, indicating the terrible famine he is to bring. He has also been given the authority to end the lives of those who are suffering. Okay. Well, I'm going to make you. Now, none of this physical stuff makes any sense to pass along, because you're not really a physical person. Fire doesn't make any sense to pass along. I mean, these two make sense, so I'm probably going Tarukaja, Lifespring, Beast Eye. Cool. Now, I would be worried about the fact that, oh, we're getting rid of all this stuff. What if we want to pass it along to the next one? Or like, what's this guy going to do? Like, Black Rider's going to exist for, like, 2 levels, and then we're going to make the last level one. Black Rider's just a middle part. So I'm not going to worry too much about it.
Indeed.
I am Black Rider. May thy yearning for conquest be sated. Wonderful. So we have now made Black Rider. So if we go down here, we can then move some of this around. So Bufudain. Yeah. I mean, it is quite nice that we now have, like, some ice attacks. We don't have Glacial Blast, which is annoying, because that's the move that he kept using against us. But anyway. We now have that one. Right, let's do a save. And then... Well, actually, I guess we're ending the episode now. Thank you very much for watching. We have 1 quest to do, and then it's on to the main quest. That 1 quest to do is back in the other area, so we'll do that next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.